All right, everyone. How is everyone tonight? Welcome. Welcome to Park
Take
Lane.
these off and
Welcome
just do it
to
this way.
our team. My name is Michelle Zito. I am your company vice president, and I've been with Park Lane I am coming up on my 9th anniversary, actually, with Park Lane. I've been in direct sales for a total of almost 22 years. I was with another company prior to Park Lane. And my job here is to help to train you and to help support you so that you can have a super successful business here at Park Lane. If we're not already Facebook friends, certainly feel free to shoot me a friend request. I love being Facebook friends with everybody on the team. And I'm sure that by now you're all in our Facebook group, which is the Team Shine On group. That is where we keep all of the team training resources.
There we go.
You'll see lives and trainings and all kinds of stuff that takes place in there, announcements. You're welcome to post questions you might have. So it's a super, super helpful group. So, I am so thrilled to welcome you tonight to the team. Just so that you know, I generally do this call every Tuesday night. And that's important to know because it is so important that everyone on the team gets the same information, or everyone who at least participates in this call gets the same information. And it's good for you to know, because if somebody joins your team like tomorrow, then you would know that they'll participate in this exact same Zoom next Tuesday. So it's not anything that you have to, know or be in charge of, or be the trainer or anything like that. It's entirely possible that Dina's cousin says to her tomorrow, oh, that sounds fun. Maybe I should do that with you. And then at least she would be able to say, great, keep next Tuesday night open. That's the night we do the welcome orientation for all the new people. So it works really, really well. We've been doing it this way for a couple of years, and I love to do it. And as you see, with having Jen here on the call and whoever other leaders may be jumping on, a lot of times the leader comes on as well. So I'm looking over, and we've had so many new team members join over these last couple of days. Dawn, you signed up with, remind me.
With Walinda, my sister.
Oh,
who just
Walinda's your sister. How great.
Yes.
Love it. And part of tonight's training is that very often your first recruit is a friend or family member. So you are a perfect example of that because you joined up with your sister. Now, do you live near each other?
We're about an hour and a half away. Same state, but not same city.
And what state is that?
South Carolina.
Oh, fantastic. We have so few team members in South Carolina, so you're just going to fix that right up. Love it.
That's what I'm hoping. Take advantage of that.
Love it. My son just graduated from Furman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I live close to Furman, about 20 minutes from Furman.
Oh, see now, I wish you were on the team the 4 years I was going down there all the time.
There you go.
I said so many times, I can't believe I don't have a team member here. I could be doing a jewelry event while I was there. Okay, so now, Erica, remind me who you joined up with. Yeah, go ahead, Erica.
Oh, sorry. This is Lori Austin.
Oh,
I do a small group in Erica's account, and somehow her name showed up. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. So that's great. So you're Lori Austin, which means I know who you are then. So you joined up with Patty.
Yes.
And Patty's under Jeanette, and Jeanette's under me. So great.
Yes.
So great to see you. And remind me where you live?
Clarksville, Tennessee.
Tennessee. We've just had some really nice new states being represented lately. So that is also fantastic. Welcome, Lori.
Thank you.
And I see that Patty's on here as well. Dina, are you able to unmute?
Yes, I'm having Bluetooth issues. I had my AirPods in, but they're not working. I can't figure out how to get them to work. So I'm in our RV trailer. I was trying to be quiet with everyone else here, but that's not going to work.
So you joined up with who?
I'm thinking about it with Jennifer. I haven't done
Oh.
it yet, but I'm giving it a lot of thought.
Okay, fantastic. And where are you in your RV right now?
We're in Pismo Beach, California.
Fun. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, great. And then Aileen, you're also with Jen, right? I know a lot of people are on mute and cameras off and stuff.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, this is Eileen. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with Jen. I'm gonna stay on mute because there's therapy happening at my home right now. I don't want it to
No
be too
problem
loud.
at all. No problem at all. Okay, great. And then I see we have Carol. Carol, I believe, joined with Lori, right? Great. And Lori, you only just joined, so that is just super exciting. And then we have Heather. Heather, if you're able to unmute, let us know who you're with also. You can also, girls, also, if you're also welcome to put comments or questions in the chat if that's easier for you than unmuting or whatever. The chat, if you need to turn that on, is when you put your cursor towards the bottom of the screen. If you're on the computer, chat, it becomes one of the choices, and then you'll have it on the margin there on the right, and you can type a question in anytime. So this is such an exciting not lunch and learn, or such an exciting welcome orientation. We do these again every Tuesday night. So, and if I didn't mention, although you probably already gathered that I am from New York, I live on Long Island in New York. So Park Lane is so generous to us. They know that we always want to add more jewelry to our kits. Some of you are in the business 5 minutes, some are in 5 years, some are in 10 years. We all equally want more jewelry. that never goes away. But they also know that we didn't join this business in order to spend all of our money that we earn on jewelry. So that's why they have the Rich Rewards program for us, so that we can supplement our kits every single month with free jewelry. So in addition to weekly paychecks, monthly free jewelry is pretty exciting, right? So I'm going to share my screen so that we can take a look at the Rich Rewards program so that you know how you're going to be earning that every single month. So when you go to your Park Lane website, it brought me straight to the order entry area. Usually where it takes you is to your dashboard. So your dashboard shows you what your sales are so far for the week, so that you're tracking your Rich Rewards and whatever else. As you build a team, it'll show you what they're selling. And then see here how it says Rich Reward, RRC Award Progress. RRC stands for Rich Rewards Club. That's what we're going over right now. And are you able to see, or are you blocking? Here where it says award progress. So see how it says level 1, $250 in free jewelry, and I'm 93% of the way there. That's because I have 926 in so far, and you earn that at 1,000. So I'm going to show you that whole brochure, but I'm just letting you know how this little tracker works. So, and then you can see how I'm a portion of the way to the other levels. And when I'm ready to redeem, this is actually a hot link. So if I click here, it brings me right to where I would claim it. Now notice that right here, it says previous month. If I click that, what I earned last month is still here. I did not redeem it yet because I will probably redeem it on the new jewelry when the catalog comes out. So that's why I'm saving it. So, but when I am ready to redeem it, you click that and it's basically like placing an order. You simply put a item number in of what you want. You'll see the only reason it asks for payment is that you're going to pay sales tax and $7 shipping. That is all, and new jewelry is on the way to you, which is absolutely amazing. So where we're going to go actually right now is the field interface. So the field interface is what we would kind of call the back office. And that's where you're going to find any kind of training materials, announcements, and things like that. So the main thing you will use in this back office here, right here is the Style Boss News. The Style Boss News is basically our stylist magazine. It comes out on the first business day of the month, which will be a Thursday, and lets us know what's happening for the month. So right now there's announcements in here about our virtual Sparkle convention, which is coming up in just a couple of weeks. You definitely want to get registered for that. What it has in here is what any kind of promotions happening and things like that. So if there's going to be like, this is the jewelry that we're earning for at right now that will be awarded at the convention. Okay, there's a lot on the convention because it's really, really close. They announced that the new trip contest just started. Every single one of you are already earning a free trip right now. So the minute you put in your first sale, you are on your way to a free trip. Letting us know about the extra $250 in shopping credit right now. Just like all the announcements are in here. So that is always exciting to see. And then, oh shoot, I just X'd out of the whole website instead of just that brochure. Hold on. Okay, now the loop is the weekly version. So every Thursday morning, the loop comes out and lets us know, you know, it's kind of a recap of whatever is happening right then, but also if anything new and exciting is happening that week, that's when we find out. So Thursdays are very exciting. Thursdays we'll find out, you know, oh, they decided to extend the $60 shopping special, or a new color impression bracelet came out, or, you know, new earrings came out. Whatever it is, that very often is announced in the loop. So in case this does get emailed to us every Thursday, but in the event that you don't know where the email is, or you forgot it even gets emailed and you wanted to take a look at this, you can always come back to your Style Boss News. Okay, or to your loop online. Okay, so when did I lose the ability to just go back instead of, what is happening here? Okay.
Just hit the back button.
You know what? It was being blocked by the Zoom stuff, which I guess it doesn't normally rest on that spot because I've done this a million times. I don't know why I couldn't see it. And that's why all of the Zoom things was in the way. So I just moved it. Okay. So now we're going to go into the field interface once more. And either from here, we can go to the downloads, or from the left-hand column here, you can also get to the downloads. Either way, you end up on this list because we want to take a look at the Rich Rewards program. So the Rich Rewards is a brochure. So here it is, Rich Rewards Club brochure. Now you can actually just save this like right to your phone or iPad or whatever so that you can come back to it anytime you want. But let's take a look at this program. So Rich Rewards has a number of levels. So level 1 is when you submit $1,000 net and non within the first 2 commission dates of a Park Lane calendar month, you're rewarded with $250 worth of jewelry of your choice. Now, there's a lot of company jargon in this one little sentence. So before we continue on to talk about the Rich Rewards, I want to talk about what all these little things mean. So see how it says submit personal sales of 1,000 N plus N? That stands for net and non. So I'm going to stop the share for a second so we can talk about net and non. So there are 2 like categories of sales at Park Lane. Net sales is the part of the sale that you get paid on. So when your paycheck email comes on a Friday, the amount that you're getting paid is your 30% or whatever you earn. Most of you are at 30%. of the net sales. So I know that many of you have not yet taken a customer order, but many of you have probably placed a customer order. So I'm going to still go over how the net and non works. So the net sales, you know how, and I know it's an even better special right now, but let's talk about the normal special. So you know how the normal special is that when you get 2 pieces at regular price, those 2 pieces are your lowest 2 pieces, right? So someone gets 2 pairs of Moana earrings. They want them in gold. They want them in silver. They're $26 each. Those 2, the 2 low items, are net sales. You are paid your percentage on the net part of the order, on the 2 low price items. Now, the next part of the sale is that now they get to pick up to 4 pieces at half price, and those pieces can be any price at all, right? So if they want to take, what earrings do I have on? No. If they want to take a pair of Napa earrings that are normally 50 something, 64, they would get them for 32. If they want a jewel bracelet, this is a very, very popular half price item. Instead of it being 72, it's 36. So whatever they take for half price items is also net. You are paid on the full price items. You are paid on the half price items. Now, we know that the next part of the sale normally is that with a $90 or more purchase, the customer gets to pick out a piece of jewelry as high as $200 for $30. So if she wants the forest necklace that I have on, this is normally $200 on the dot. Instead, they are getting that for $30. The $30 special is non-commissionable. So non means that it's 30 points, so to speak, towards any contest that's happening. So $30 towards your rich rewards, $30 towards if we are earning like we are right now, an extra piece. So right now, if we sell that 1,500 between last week and this week, we get the Nightfall baby signature bracelet. That $30 counts towards that. As you're earning your Mercedes, that counts towards that. So any contest happening, non-counts. So another example, you know how we recently had the new Fireside impression bracelet was released, right? This came out and it was $30 with a $40 purchase. Just like the Coco, when that one came out, 30 with a $40 purchase. Just like when the poinsettia came out, 30 with a $40 purchase. Did so many of you as customers place orders in order to get these colors? Probably 3 separate times in many cases. So the pattern that you'll notice is that the desire for a non-special, because the $30 for this special impression bracelet is non, but the $40 that the customer has to spend in order to get that special is net. So you earn your commission on the 40 or more that they spend in order to qualify for the special, and then the special itself is non-commissionable. Does that make sense? So what you're going to notice is that, again, the desire for a non is what drives the net. The only other category, another category of non are the Sparkle boxes. How many of you are Sparkle box subscribers? Okay, good. So that's a bunch of you again. So the Sparkle box is also non-commissionable, but it's like a special category of non-commissionable because it does count towards like the bonuses that you're going for. It does count towards your promotion to branch and things like that. So what the benefit is also as a Sparkle for having a whole bunch of Sparklebox subscribers is that you're developing a group of customers that are loyal to you, loyal to Park Lane. You have people that you are following up with every single month to make sure that they like it. Do they know what to wear with it? They're going to come onto your VIP, your customer group, your style community on Facebook and wait for you to do that reveal so that you can show how to style those earrings or that necklace or that bracelet with pieces that maybe they already have, or maybe they're going to place an order to get a piece that looks so good with what you just showed, So it really is wonderful because all of the Sparkle boxes run on the first of the month. So if you have 10 Sparkle box subscribers and they were all standard subscribers for $24, on the first of the month, without lifting a finger, $240 worth of sales just went into your account. And here you are at the first 2 weeks of the month trying to get to 1,000 so that you earn rich rewards. You're already $240 of the way there. So a super fun goal is to try to get as many Sparklebox subscribers as you can to try to get, maybe the first goal is to get a third of the way to your Rich Rewards level 1 with Sparkle boxes, then to go up to half, then to go up to 3/4 until you have, enough subscribers that you get your whole $1,000 for your Rich Rewards level 1 the day just for opening your eyes on the first of the month. So super fun. So that those sales, while they are are really beneficial to your business and to earning all of the cool stuff that we get to earn. So does anyone have a question on net and non?
I
Go
had
ahead,
a
Dana.
question about the $1,000 levels. Is that per week? Is that what you're trying to get to, is 1,000 per week?
You certainly can. The Rich Rewards level 1 is when you sell 1,000 in the first 2 weeks of the month. So you have you have 2 weeks to do level 1, and every other level, as we'll look at next, is that you have the whole month to do it.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. So now when it comes to the other part of that sentence was that it's when you sell $1,000 in the first 2 weeks of a Park Lane calendar month. That's the other part we really need to go over, because Park Lane's pay week runs Thursday to Wednesday. Okay. So if you're able to look at like either a calendar on a different device than the one you're on right now, or whether you want, if you have a paper calendar handy, but if you can just take a look at a calendar, you'll find that very helpful right now. So Park Lane's pay week runs Thursday to Wednesday. So anything you submit from a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday until midnight is on your paycheck that they email you on Fridays. So on this Friday, the 7th, we're going to get an email for what we put in for sales for this week. And then the direct deposit is actually available in your account on the following Tuesday. So the next time right now, we had money actually show up in our account today from last Friday's email. And then next Tuesday will be the money from this Friday's email. So, and it used to be that they mailed the check on Friday. So this is so much way faster. So in order to understand a Park Lane month, the Park Lane month ends on the last Wednesday of the month, with that being the case, right? Because if the pay week is Thursday to Wednesday, that makes the last day in Park Lane world of your month the last Wednesday of the month, no matter what, how many days are still after that. So if you're looking at a January calendar, that makes the last day of January, what? January 26th, okay? So if you enter a show to Park Lane, if you hit submit on a show on January 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, or 31st, it counts for February. And even if it was held in January, even if everything about it took place in January, but you don't submit it until January 27th or later, then it becomes February. Okay, so that also means then, when did January start? So that means we have to look at, when did December end? So December in Park Lane World ended on December 29th. So that means that right now we are in the first pay week of January, which comprises December 30th, 31st, January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, tomorrow's the 5th. Week 1 is complete. Then week 2, which is the second part, which is part of Rich Rewards Level 1, will be January 5th to the 12th. And then week 3 will be the 13th to the 19th. Week 4 will be the 20th to the 26th. January is then over. Does that make sense? Is everyone clear on that? So anytime in writing you see week of January 12th, what that actually means is the week that ends on January 12th. So they're referring to January 6th to the 12th if they say week of January 12th. If they say, for example, they told us that the Nightfall impression bracelet, the Nightfall baby signature bracelet, we're going to earn the week of the 29th and the week of the 5th. That means we had from December 23rd to January 5th to earn it. This sometimes takes a little getting used to, but just, you know, Thursday to Wednesday, last Wednesday of the month is the last day of the month, period, end of story. If you submit a January show in February, it would change if there is a hostess special that ended in January. Let's say, you know, there was an extra thank you piece or something for the host at the end of January, and you waited until February to put it in, and there's no extra thank you piece in February, yes, she would lose that. So that's why it's important to close shows on time within the special that you're working so that people are not disappointed. And so that you get paid at the time you did your work, right? Yeah. Did that answer your question, Lori? Was that what you had your hand? Yeah, okay, okay, good. So any questions on anything we talked about so far? Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the screen share so that we can finish out Rich Rewards. None of the other levels take anywhere near as long to explain as that one. Okay, so level 2, when you submit 2,500 in the whole Park Lane month, then you earn the ensemble of the month. The ensemble of the month is, for example, these. We earned these in December, and now today we found out that they are $174 and available for customers right now. So if a customer was placing an order right now, this would be an awesome choice for their $30 bonus item. And we know that right now customers only have to spend $60 in order to get the $200 special for $30. And then they also get a free piece. So the special right now is outrageous. I hope that you are all sharing that with friends and family right now, because you can definitely get some sales in this week with such a great special. So this month we're earning another piece. It's a multi-strand gold necklace with hearts, absolutely gorgeous. And it's going to be so fun when that one comes out, which will be probably right around Valentine's Day, just in time. All right, so level 3, submit sales of $4,000 net and non in that whole calendar month, and you are rewarded with getting to pick out another $300 in jewelry. So if you did earn level 1 as well, that means that you're up to $550 in jewelry that you got to pick out, plus the value of the ensemble of the month. Pretty amazing, right? Now you do also earn for team building. So in a month where you have 2 recruits join you that sell their 1,000 in their first 5 weeks, we call that qualifying, you get another $300 worth of jewelry. And in a month that you have 4, you get yet another $300 for a total of $600 for your team building, $550 in your sales. So you can earn $1,200-ish plus every single month. Most months you'll be somewhere within all of this, you know, so decide what's going to be like the minimum that you want to earn? Are you going to always want to make sure you come out of the gate strong and never miss level 1? Are you going to say, you know what, I can't imagine a free piece on the table and me not leaving, me not getting it. I'm going to make sure I always do 2,500. Or are you going to say, you know what, Park Lane's not keeping any of my free jewelry. I'm making sure I get to $4,000 every single month. That's, fun goals to track and to decide what it is that you'd like to earn. Pretty fun, right? Are we
Yay.
excited about earning free jewelry?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a refreshing change from all the money you've been spending on jewelry all this time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's, I didn't realize all these comments were happening. Yes, what Becky is saying is a fantastic idea, is to highlight your paper calendar right away so that you know what's happening when. That's a great tip. Thank you, Becky. Okay, so assuming that you would like to get a weekly paycheck and earn some free jewelry, let's jot down some numbers. Okay, first write down 12 to 15 average orders. 12 to 15 average orders. Then write down $1,000 in sales. $1,000 in sales. Then write down $300 in commission. So what do these numbers mean? I'm guessing you all figured it out because you all look pretty smart to me. But when you collect 12 to 15 average orders, whether that's on your launch party or really any other party that you do in your entire career, and I know you all know 12 to 15 people with a neck, right? Everybody knows 12 to 15 people that have a neck, because then you can get 12 to 15 orders on your launch party, and so can every single hostess that you work with, because they all know 12 to 15 people, and if they don't have a neck, they probably have ears. So we can work with that, and that is what's going to yield you at least $1,000 worth of customer orders, which is going to yield you about a $300 paycheck. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. Well, then having a successful launch party that your leader will do for you is really critical to starting your business off right, as well as making sure that you have business that's going to extend beyond your family and friends. That's another goal that we have for you at your launch party, is that we want to book a whole bunch of shows for you so that you have money making in front of you as well. So there's 3 steps that make pretty much all parties a success, but certainly your launch party as well. Now, this one applies to your launch party. Step 1 is to consider actually doing more than one launch party. So consider doing 2 or more launch parties, and be inclusive in who you invite. Okay. Step 2 is to invite using multiple methods, and use the right words. Invite using multiple methods and correct words. And step 3 is to just fill your calendar with a whole bunch of parties so that you can get some practice, start enjoying the job, and so that you can earn a lot of rich rewards. So let's take a look at each of those steps, okay? So let's take a look at doing the multiple launch parties and the inviting, okay? The reason for doing the 2 launch parties is that it allows you to capture more people. So if you have people where you're like, oh, my show is on Friday, and people are like, oh, I can't come on Fridays, Timmy has basketball, you're gonna say, oh, no problem, I'm also doing one on Sunday. And chances are they can bounce into that one. Depending on what's happening in your neck of the woods, maybe you're doing one launch party that's in person with like the family you see all the time anyway, right? So like, or whoever's like in your bubble, your neighbors, like the people you normally socialize with. You can do an in-person pro show with them where they can try on the jewelry and actually see and touch everything that came in your kit. And then the second part of your launch party is going to be the Facebook Live or the Zoom part. And that's valuable no matter there's a pandemic or not, because does everyone you know live like driving distance to you? Of course not. Now, you know, your mother-in-law in Boca can order, and your college roommate who lives in Oklahoma City can order, and everyone in between. So it really is great having that online element regardless. When you do them in close proximity, like a Sunday and a Friday, or, you know, a weekday and a weekend, or whatever it is, you can use the same shopping link for both parties, because that will also increase the chances of you getting to the 10 or more orders. Remember, you're the hostess of your launch party, meaning that you're getting all the free jewelry. All the stuff that a hostess gets for having a party, you get for your launch party plus the paycheck. It's a complete amazing double dip. So we want you to be the best hostess that you've ever seen, because if you have 10 orders on your party, that's $400 in free jewelry, and you're jumping up $40 per additional order. It doesn't cap out. So if you have 11 orders, that's $440, 12 orders, $480. You know how much jewelry you can get? You can make your kit look like a pittance by the time you're done with those host rewards. So, you know, that's another amazing benefit. I know it's tempting when you're inviting to be like, I'm not inviting Tiffany, she never has any money. I'm not inviting Mary, she's too busy. No, just invite everybody. People with no money somehow often find money for jewelry, fun fact. But people with no money very often book a show, and you need a show too, right? You actually don't want everyone to just purchase everything they want. You want people to need or want to book a show. Maybe she wants to join your team and get some money. So invite everyone, whether they're jewelry wearers or not. You never know, you know, people buy gifts. People all of a sudden become jewelry people, you know, so just invite everyone. You can never insult somebody by inviting them. You can only insult people when you leave them out. So keep that in mind as you're inviting. And if you're doing in person, always invite the neighbors that you're comfortable socializing with, because they see you. They see you having company. They don't have to drive through bad weather or cold weather or anything. They just show up and have a glass of wine and go right back home. They love it. Neighbors love your party. Okay, so while we're at it here, does a 5% raise sound good to anyone? Would you like to be earning 35% of your commission instead of 30? Because you're allowed to get a raise like right away, which is so funny, right? Like in normal corporate America, did you ever go to like your first day at work and have your new boss be like, would you like a raise? You'd be like, what? Nobody gets a raise. Some people don't even get a raise ever, never mind like your first day. But here you are in your first day, and I'm offering you the opportunity to get a raise. So the way that it works is that when one person joins your team, and very often, as evidenced by Dawn, it's a friend or family member, right? So when one person joins your team, then you can get a 5% raise. So the process is this. Step one is you yourself have a Park Lane month that you sell $1,000. Okay, so that's step one, check the box. Step two is someone joins your team. They sell 1,000 in the first 5 weeks that they are here. But of course, we always do our very best to do a launch party with people that yield $1,000. Because that way your box, like if your launch party didn't even happen yet, your leader is going to do their best to work with you to have that just be 1,000. That way it goes in and you're ready to promote, right? And you get that $300 paycheck we spoke about. But if you have somebody who wants to join right away, so if Erica has somebody who wants to join Eric K doesn't have to do that launch party. She just got here. She doesn't know how to do that. Becky's going to do that launch party, just like she's going to do Eric K's launch party. And then Eric K gets the raise. So please allow us to support you in this way, because we want you to get a raise. We want to do launch parties for people under you. It's not a pain. It's not extra work. It is building the team, building you, and building the whole entire organization. So we want to help you with that. Your leader supports and trains that person in the same exact way they are supporting and helping you. And here's the thing that you're not going to find anywhere but Park Lane. If that person eventually quits, they're like, this is not for me. Usually in direct sales, you would demote and you'd go back to your original level and go back to your 30% and have to find a new person to replace in order to get that raise back. Not here. We only go forward here, never back. So if that person was to quit, you stay at 35%. If you promote to the next level, which is 3 more team members between all you and that other person, and then some of them quit, you would stay at your 40%. So that's important to know, because demoting is not nice. And if any of you ever sold any other direct sales company, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So I also want to just give you a little math to understand the difference. Right now, if you are a stylist and you do a show, which most of you are, and you did a $600 show, very normal number, $600 show, that's $180 paycheck. That's pretty good, right? Considering you're going to do the show from the chair you're sitting in right now, probably. So that's $180 paycheck. But did you know that with a 5% raise as a branch, that paycheck would be $210? That's better, right?
Yeah.
And then think of that again on Thursday, and then again the following Tuesday, and again the following Saturday. It's not just $30 more that night, it's $30 more every time, or $50 more, or $70 more. And all of these percentages really increase your income, because you can go as high as 50% here. So when you do $1,000 show, make $500. Do you know how long people work to make $500? Do you know how, I feel like one of the biggest things that, husbands want wives that, when kids go back to school and it's like, aren't you going back to work? It's like, okay, I'll go work at Target. You could make, taking one person's order, not even a show, in an order, you can often make what you would have made in a 4-hour shift at Target, in a 6-hour shift at Kohl's. So you all made the right move, and keep that in mind, because lots of women out there are just like you, that want that side stream of income, or are replacing an income, or figure, I'm home, I might as well make some money from my favorite Park Lane jewelry, right? So there's a lot of people out there looking for that. As you start this, and as you're talking about it, people are going to say things to you to the effect of, so, Dina, how much did you spend on your kit? Lori, how much did you have to spend on other things? Like, did you have to buy other things? Aileen, how many meetings have you had to go to? So what those people are really asking is, Dina, how much would I have to spend on a kit? Lori, how much would I have to spend on other things? They don't say that, but that is what they are saying. They're not just asking out of your well-being. So when you hear things like this, always talk to your leader and say, hey, my cousin was asking those questions, like Michelle said on the welcome call. What do I do now? And she's going to help you, because really what we always try to do is to just book a show with that person, because once they experience the show and the orders are coming in, and there are, there's a paycheck there, and there's the opportunity to get a kit, so often they want to take advantage of that, especially when it comes with working with their friends or their cousin. Think of how many times in your life has someone said to you, like, hey, is your job hiring? Like, have you been at your normal job and had somebody say, is your job hiring? Now you get to say yes, and you get to go decide who you're going to work with, right? We're hiring. Wherever you live, we don't have enough park laners. I don't care where you live. You could tell me that you live in Midtown Manhattan. You could tell me you live across the street from me, across the street. You could live in Jennifer's basement, and I'll still tell you we don't have enough people in your area. So please definitely lead with enthusiasm, because let's face it, you don't have the knowledge, right? You just got here. It's okay. People are attracted to enthusiasm. So if someone says anything to the effect of, Patty, I wonder if I could do this, or maybe I should try something like that with you, you're just going to say, oh my gosh, yes, it would be so much fun. You know what? Would it be okay if my friend, okay, would it be okay if my friend, then you're going to say the name of the person who helps you. So would it be okay if my friend Jen? Would it be okay if my friend Becky? Would it be okay if my friend Jeanette? Would it be okay if my friend Michelle? Whatever it is, whoever it is, gets in touch with you. She's the one answering all of my questions. As you know, I'm new. I want to make sure you get the right answers too. You could also throw in, she's really nice and she's not pushy. You could say that too. You could also say she's really pretty. That's fine too. That's probably enough though, but just, you know, but you know, just, I would love for her to answer your questions since I'm new and I want to make sure you get the right answers. Does that sound good? Does that sound like something you'd feel comfortable saying to someone?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So as this is happening in your life, always be jotting down names. As you think of a name, text the name to yourself, text the name to your leader, even if it's just, hey, Becky, remind me to talk to you about Susan. And then we're going to remember to talk to you about Susan, you know, so that list is always kind of moving along. Okay. We took a little detour there after doing the multiple launch parties for step one. We also talked about how to get a raise. So let's continue on to step two, the inviting using multiple methods and knowing what to say. Okay, just a couple of really easy, quick guidelines here. Number one is that Facebook is a royal pain in the butt. Okay, so you cannot just you can't just make a party group, click the invite button and add your entire Facebook friends list to any Park Lane event. You can't do it. Your hostesses can't do it. Have you ever done it? And do you know what happens when you do? You end up in Facebook jail. You end up, at least minimally, you end up on an inviting freeze and you can no longer invite people to anything. So honestly, it's not the best way to invite anyway, because haven't all of you been invited to something, some kind of home party from like the girl who sat behind you in homeroom? And you're like, who even is this? And what is she selling? Like, you don't even know what the party is. You haven't talked to her since 1997. And here she is like, hey, come spend money at my party. That's not special. That's not making someone feel special at all. Honestly, if I got a message from the girl who sat behind me in homeroom that said, hey, Michelle, I saw all of those posts you did at Christmas with all the things you were cooking. I'm having a Pampered Chef party and I thought you might enjoy coming. That at least shows she's paying attention. She thinks I might actually like the product and I might actually go, right? I might go and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll take a look at that. So we want to make people feel special. Why do you want them to come? Because it's not just, you know, it's not be like, we don't want like pity attendees, right? It's, oh my gosh, I am so excited. I'm having a party with Park Lane where you're going to have an amazing shopping experience. The girl shows how to transform your entire winter look without buying a single piece of clothing. It's going to be so much fun. It's on Sunday night. I would love for you to come. That's something your hostesses can say. That's something you can say. You can let them know, I actually love it so much. I became a stylist and this is my launch party. You know, you're the fashionista of the group, Dawn. I really need you there so that I know what pieces to put in my kit. That's a great thing to say as well. I would love your opinion on the jewelry, so that I know what pieces I should put in my kit. Because that's true. We do need our friends' opinions because the jewelry, when Jen runs her top 10 in California pieces, it's probably different than the top 10 of, people in the Northeast. Like there's things that are more regional. You do want people's opinions. Young people buy sometimes different pieces than older women. So, as you develop your clientele, you'll see what things people always buy, what things people never buy, and everywhere in between. So personal messages, okay, I'm going to send you a link to the group. Just click here. And then they click the link to the party group. Facebook loves that because now they've asked to be in it. As opposed to just you put a billion people in a group, Facebook decides it's spam and down the black hole it goes. The other big guideline about invitations is no group anything, no group chat, no group Facebook Messenger. We've all been caught in a terrible group chat, correct? Like, do we even need to discuss how annoying it is and how it goes off track? And the other problem is that when you do an invitation, just so you know, and you don't panic, no's come first because people know what their conflicts are. So if you sent out something like, if I know I have a meeting for my daughter for college and now I get invited to something on that date, I'm immediately texting back, oh, sorry, I have the financial aid meeting for Teresa for college next year. That's fine and normal. It doesn't need to be said in front of the other 40 guests though, because when 5 more people say why they can't come, the other 35 are like, oh, nobody's going to that. And that's not true. A ton of people will go. It's just that the no's come first. So let's make them private and not in front of the whole entire guest list, right? Okay. Does that sound good?
Yep.
All right. So step 3, filling your calendar with parties. Talk to your leader about what are you looking to perhaps earn? I feel that you will do 1,000,000 times better if you decide tonight how much money you want to make a month here. To start, when I started, I needed $600 a month because at the time I was a teacher on maternity leave. So we were paying the Cobra. The Cobra in 2000 was $600. So I needed to make $600 in my direct sales business if I was going to continue to stay out on an extended maternity leave. So my leader told me that if I did, I would probably make about $200 a party. So I booked 3 parties so that I would make $200. And that's exactly what happened. And then I decided I wanted $1,000. So I booked 2 more shows. So start with an income goal. What can you pay off? What can you pay for? What new treat can you get if you have a certain amount? So if you want to cover your car payment, does your daughter have dance? Are you paying off orthodontics? Do you need new living room furniture? Are you putting in a pool? Do you want to remodel your kitchen? Well, do you see how many amazing things that can be bought with your Park Lane money? Maybe you're literally just paying down a credit card and you want to make double payments on the credit card. What's the amount? Tell your leader the amount you need, and we will tell you how many shows to do. It's very simple math, girls. So, and then you'll quickly learn, wait a minute, if I have a couple of team members, I'll make more and I can either have more money or, I'll pay it off faster or I'll get my couch faster. It's so fun. Just be honest about what you want. If you're not sure what you want, talk to your leader so we can help you discover it. I really believe that the foundation of my success in the very early years was that I knew how much money I needed to continue to stay out on an extended maternity leave. And my desire to stay home was strong enough to make sure I made it my business to make that $600. Obviously, it jacked up a bajillion times over the last 21 years, but the desire has always stayed the same. In fact, it's only grown. So when people want to book a show, book the show. In other words, when you say, I'd love to do a style group for you, it's super easy. You'll invite your friends will enjoy the live, they get to shop, they will get a great sale, you'll get a great shopping spree if they're like, okay, that sounds good. Okay, now you have to actually get the date written down so that you actually have a show. So what has worked for me, you know how today on the Lunch and Learn we had Belinda Ellsworth, and I told you how I've been like a student of Belinda Ellsworth since 2001. This is how she taught to book shows in 2001, and I've been using for 22 years. I say, okay, great. So what works better for you, a weekday or a weekend? Now, of course, you're going to give two options that you actually want to work. So for online parties, Facebook parties, I find Sunday nights and then weeknights are best. So I'll say, would you like a Sunday night or a weeknight? So sometimes people say, oh, weeknights are a little busy with the kids, I'll like a Sunday. Other people say, oh, Sunday night, I'm always tired, let's do a weeknight. So whatever they say, okay, great. I have Sunday the 7th and Sunday the 14th, which is better. This keeps them focused on what they ask for, and 99% of the time, they pick from what you offer. If they say a weeknight, I have Tuesday the 10th and I have Thursday the 18th, which is better. I'm telling you, it works every time. Jen's nodding because she does it. We all do it. If you want to keep to the weekends, maybe you're going to say, okay, I do my shows on Saturdays and Sundays. Do you prefer day, like a brunch and bling, or an evening? Ooh, a brunch and bling sounds nice. Okay, great. I have Saturday the 10th and Sunday the 18th, which is better. That's why you have to sit with your calendar, write in every night that you have something, you know, write in all your obligations. Then what's left is what you offer. That's what makes this job so great. You can work it around kids. You can work it around fun family activities. You can work it around your own needs, your cousin's bridal shower, all of that. No asking a boss for time off. You just cross it out. Does that sound good?
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Good. I promise you it works. I promise you it works. Now, I just want to give you a little heads up, especially if this is your first time in sales. You're going to have to get real comfortable with the word no. No, that's not really for me. No, I'm not a party person. No, I'm not interested. If everyone said yes, you'd be ripping your hair out by the root. So let's remember that. But a lot of times no means not right now, not necessarily no, not ever. Sometimes when people, you know, oh, I'm booking up January, we have so many great specials now, and then the new collection comes out at the end of the month. Sometimes people say no because whatever they have going on, but it's only for January. And if you said, you know what, in February, people will be shopping for Valentine's Day. Is that better? You know what, that does sound good. Like, it's funny, you immediately think they mean no, not ever, don't ever call me again and lose my phone number, Dawn. You know, that's not what they're saying, but sometimes it feels like it. And sometimes the people who say no, you want to be like, what? Right? Like your sister, no, what? You know, or the people who have every party on earth and suddenly they can't have your party. You've bought 27 candles at this girl's house and suddenly she can, you know, now she can't reciprocate and you get all mad and stuff. Don't do it. It's a big world. For every person who doesn't want, there is somebody else who does and is so, ooh, is so excited for the opportunity to have a show with you. Oh, sorry. Okay. So the final thing that I would say is, I think that by now you're all in, maybe not Dina, I'm not sure because you're not quite signed up yet, but we have a team Facebook group. Everything you need in life for your business is in the Team Shine On group. When you're in the group, there's a section at the top called guides. You're going to click that, and there's the whole first section is special for you. Everything you need as a new person is right in there. Your leader will consistently refer you back to the trainings and the everything that's in there, because you know how like Cobra Kai came out and you sat and you watched 10 episodes in a row? Forget Cobra Kai, Ralph Macchio's not helping you book a show. But guess what? I'm helping you book a show. Jen's helping you book a show. And that's what there's 10 episodes of in the guides. So go through that when you have time. A lot of it is not, even though it is videos, it's kind of like podcast-ish, where you can listen to a lot of those, like when you're walking, when you're driving. Then there are ones that are videos that will really help you when you're ready to set things up. Like you're ready to set up your first show on the computer. You don't have to sit there with your leader on the phone and be like, okay, click there. See it on the left? Click that. No, you're on the right. Look on the, no, below that. No, above that. Is that not the worst? When like someone's on the phone trying to tell you where to click and you're sweating and you want to cry. I hate that. So that's why we made the videos, because then you get to sit at the computer and then put the video on a different device. Hit play. And if it says click here, hit pause, click there, and then just continue on. We have all things like that. That way, if you like to do things at 11 o'clock at night, you can, 5 o'clock in the morning, on the train, while you're commuting, in your carpool, whatever works for you is there. And then you can just ask all your supplemental questions, and you can spend time with your leader with more of your like creative questions, not where do I click, which is such a better use of time. Was this helpful for you tonight?
Yes.
Awesome. I hope that we will see you on all kinds of things that the team does. Every Tuesday at noon Eastern is that lunch and learn. It's always recorded and or streamed. So if that's a time that's totally undoable for you, just always allow yourself some time that night or the next day, like schedule that, I need to watch my lunch and learn playback. Because it's an important training topic every week that will only help you in your business. The people who consistently show up to trainings, to watch the lives, who, jump on all the things that we do are the people that will still be here a year from now, 2 levels up, making extra money, and actually being the person who's doing a little bit of the training or doing some of the lives. Like, we want that for you. We want everything that you want and more. We want for you things that you probably haven't even thought of yet. So thank you again for taking this hour tonight to learn your new business. So many great things are ahead for you, and be in touch with your leader as much as you can so that you get all your questions answered. Remember, your question is not annoying. It means you're trying to work. The only thing that's annoying is when people buy a kit and then go into the witness protection program and we can't find you. Okay, so please never hesitate to ask your questions.
Thank you, Michelle.
Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the team.
Bye, Michelle.